Hi folks, Graham from Lightfold here. What I'd like to do is take you through a quick demo of an Einstein predictive model running on top of Data Cloud. Over the last few weeks and months, you would have heard a lot of buzzwords of Data Cloud, generative AI, Einstein predictive models. Well, let's make it real, and you can do that right now. Einstein Studio is running inside of Data Cloud. First thing we're going to do is bring in our data through a data stream. In this case, we're connecting to a sales org and we're grabbing data from a custom object. We bring it through. Then we house it in a data lake object. You can think of this as where the data is stored before it's transformed and modeled with all of your other data. We'll go ahead and do that. We bring the data into our data model. We show how it connects to people, places, things, the real things that will drive your Einstein predictions. Once we've done those three steps, stream the data in, house it in an object, add it to the model, then we can have some fun with Einstein Studio. So we'll click in here and we'll build out a new model. Now, bear in mind that this is a live org, so these will take a few seconds to run. Create a model from scratch. You can do it other ways, but we're going to create one from scratch. Then we're going to select the default data space and we're going to grab our Data Cloud Einstein demo dataset. We'll hit next. We're going to use all records to build the model, but you could use a filtered set of records if you wanted. Now, the very first thing that Model Builder is asking us to do is to say, what do we want to predict? What we want to predict is the likelihood of people buying our products. And we've got that here in a field, output, saying, yes, they bought it, no, they didn't buy it. This is a bunch of our training data. We want to maximize for yes, they did buy it. So we click on output and we say maximize, and in our data set, a 1 is closed won. So we're going to maximize the chance of closed won. We hit next. It's going to ask us what data do we want to use, and we're going to say all variables. We're bringing them all in. We're interested in what the model will tell us about all of our data. Now, right here, we've got things about floor rugs, sealants, polishes, paint. This is information we know about our customer, about what they tend to spend their money on, and we can use that to help predict what kinds of products they'd like to buy from us in the future. Let's hit next. Then we've got a bunch of ways that we can run the algorithm for the model. In this case, we're just going to hit GLM and move on. Now, at this point, you've got everything here that's telling you how you've set up your model, and we'd click Save and Continue at this point. That would take anywhere from between 5 to 10 minutes. It might take longer with really big data sets. It might be shorter with smaller ones. But of course, like always, here's one we prepared earlier. So we're going to jump across into an opportunity page. And this is where this model is actually being displayed to your users. We can see here we've got a propensity to buy widget down here on the bottom right. And it's telling us that if we try and approach this customer, Acme Incorporated, with this blend of products, the average propensity to buy is going to be 59%. But we think we can do better. And the important thing about models inside of Einstein is that they don't just tell you a number, they tell you why the number and what you can do about it. So it's telling us here that we've only got a 55% chance to convince the customer to buy small brushed steel fittings. Let's see what we can do about that. We click on here, the leading causes. Well, we know their average annual household income, and the product class. That's having some interesting effects on things. How to improve it? Let's click here. Okay, it's suggesting that if we change the finish of the product from brushed to polished, and maybe change it from small to large sizes, that could increase the propensity to buy. So let's do so. We've got a widget here that lets us change those things. So we're changing from small to large, and we're changing from brushed to polished. We'll click Save. So remember that propensity to buy is currently 59%, and after we've changed those small changes to the product portfolio, it's now 63%. And you could continue making tweaks here and there to your offering until you get the score as high as you'd like it to be. And that, of course, is going to need human intervention. So that is a very brief demo of Einstein Discovery running in Einstein Studio on top of Data Cloud. It's real, you can do it now. Please get in touch if you'd like to learn more.